In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Stanford ready to kick it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want... things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, he leads it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
It'll be a run on third and short. Finds a little space. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move gives him the first down yardage?
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first, you're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Hauls it in. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Lopez wants to fire. They get to him as he throws.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. Typically, you don't think of an offense built around its tight end, but they got no production from there last week. They'll need that to improve in this one, David.
Yeah, he's a chain mover. He's a red zone threat. That big old body, man, he's a matchup problem. So they definitely need to find a way to make sure that they're feeding the big fella, that they're using him in different ways. And listen, balance on offense is good. Still use the receivers. But, Jesse, they can't forget about that dude.
No, and I don't think you have to all of a sudden panic and all of a sudden reinvent your playbook offensively. You just got to execute better, and you got to give him more opportunities. I think that was one of the biggest problems their last game out. They just didn't throw it his way enough. That has to change today. He should be targeted really early in this game.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Keeps it on the draw. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Complete downfield. He makes the catch. He's knocked down immediately, but they'll have a goal-to-go situation from the 8. Brown wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter, giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Fires into the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford!
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held him so many times, and man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong, and then he can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Low pass to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
The Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Stanford comes to the line, and that first down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Thanks to grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Low pass, wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Motion from the back. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
He's got him. Turning on the Jets. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Stanford quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him. And
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Gets it to him on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Brown wants to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. Kept it, and he's past the marker. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's gone. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. slings it downfield. He's got an open man. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Brown will throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's 4. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Puts it out of the air. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
The Tar Heels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Grab near the marker. It's Culliver. It's a running room. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Lopez to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it.
Yeah, and it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Touchdown, Tar Heel! Great job by the back on the option.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space. See if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Brown wants to pass. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time. Stanford lines up to punt it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Power football with the run.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Tar Heels are marching down the field. Caught over the middle. It's Culliver.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
The give on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And the try is no good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Brown will throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The sure hands, it's 4. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. From the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere. They're able to make a big-time play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. One final play before the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. It's complete on the right side. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll run it again, finding open areas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll field the punt and look for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Brown wants to pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the 1st. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The Cardinal will have to come up with a huge play to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Stanford lines up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
So now it's 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Grabbed behind the line. It's Culliver. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. The Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to keep it in the air. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Looking for more room. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Stanford wants to push the pace.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Might be changing the route. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Brown will throw it. Get it out on the screen. Inside the 30. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. The offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give on the inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. They're going to ride this running back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Touchdown, Cardinal! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Quickly complete. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. Lopez to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
They just keep firing. Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a 1st down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. The Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Right on the money. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what